Hello, welcome to another yoga class with me, Karina. So today I decided we're going to do a Yang Yin class. So the first half of the class is going to be nice and make us nice and sweaty, nice and toasty, just get us working into some strength, um, get the body moving. And then the second half of the class, we're really going to wind it down and go for a nice deep stretch. Okay, so as with all yoga classes, remember just do what you can. There's going to be some challenging things in the class, so I'll always give variations. But as always, just don't take it too far. If you feel pain, come out of the posture. If you want to rest, please rest. You know you can always drop into child's pose at any point. And just listen to your body. Number one, make sure you're breathing, make sure you're staying in control of the breath, and that will just make everything so much easier. So to begin, we're going to come onto our mats and we're going to lie on our back. Oh, before we start, maybe grab your blocks. Make sure they're close at hand if you have blocks. If you don't have blocks, no worries. But there's a part in this class where blocks are going to be really, really handy. So if you have some, just bring them close to you. And we shall begin. Let's come to lie down. So just lying on our backs, knees pointing towards the ceiling. Just bring shoulder blades in the back. Just check the chest is nice and open. And let's close the eyes. And connect to the breath. Connect to how you're feeling. As always, you can have your hands by your side if you wish, or on your abdomen. Maybe above the head. And just have a play around. Just find what feels nice for you. And just allow the face to soften. Allow your body to melt into your mat. Just check there's no tension through the jaw. And let's bring the awareness to our breath. And as you focus on that breath, notice the quality right now. And when you're ready, start to deepen that breath. And drawing the inhale down into the abdomen, allowing the abdomen to fill like a balloon. And when you've done a few breaths in the abdomen, just start to move that breath up the body, work through the chest. Allow the ribs to expand. Feel the back pushing into the mat as you breathe into the upper back, between the shoulder blades. And remember, practicing yoga without the breath means it just becomes a form of exercise. So we want to try to stay focused on that breath as we go through our practice today. Maybe activating your ujjayi breath now. Constrict to the back of the throat. Start to breathe with sound. And let's reach the arms overhead. Let's straighten through the legs. And let's take a nice deep stretch. And let's draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. As you draw the knees in, I want you now to really connect the lower back with the mat. So make sure you're really rooting down through that lower back. Draw your navel in, again, starting to activate your bandhas now. We'll interlace the fingers in front of the right shin, send the left leg towards the mat. And let's lift the shoulders up here. Start to work through the core, start to switch on the core. And let's switch the legs. Just draw that left thigh in now. And using the hands. And then we're going to release the legs, so we're using our strength now to pull that thigh in. And let's switch. And switch. Keep breathing. Keep that strength in the core. Keep grounding through that lower back. Every time you pull the thigh, really try to pull it in. You're not using the hands, you're trying to use leg strength. 2 more each side. And relax, draw the knees in. Let's come back into that position. So again, lift the shoulders up, pull that navel in, draw the lower back into the mat. Let's release arms to the ceiling and pull those thighs in. We'll hold. For 5, 4, squeeze. See if you can really tuck tailbone under, lift the bum. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Have a breather. We're going to repeat that. If it was too much on the neck, you can always interlace the fingers behind the back of the head and then come into this posture if it's too much in the neck. We're going to do it again. 5 breaths. Lift the shoulders up, find that core strength, pull the thighs in, reach arms up if you can. 5, or again, we're here. 4, really crunch. 3, 2, keep breathing. And 1, exhale, release. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Massage through your neck if that feels good. And let's take the hands onto the backs of the thighs. We'll rock forwards and backwards. Let's take a few rocks here. Just to massage the spine, release the spine. And on your next rock, let's rock up to seated. Let's have the feet hips width apart. Take the hands out in front. Again, connect your bandage, draw the navel towards the spine, tuck your tailbone under, and start to roll down to the point that you start to feel that core work. And we're going to hold it here. Just be mindful that the feet don't start to lift up. 5, squeeze. 4, draw navel in. 3, 2, squeeze pelvic floor. 1, inhale, coming up. And hopefully core is a little bit more switched on now, a little bit of heat there. Let's swing our legs around nice and easy, and we'll make our way to a tabletop. Fingers spread, palms connecting to the mat, tuck toes under, send hips back, and then we'll find downward dog. As always, feel free to pedal the legs in your first downward dog. Move your hips, whatever feels good. Walk feet towards the hands. Feet together, extend through your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up to stand. Palms touch. Exhale, hands heart center. We're going to go through some sun salutations now and really start to build heat in the body. Inhale, raise your arms. Find that extension through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Draw the head in, lift sit bones. Inhale, find extension through your spine, look up. Exhale, step the feet back, find your high plank. Hold your high plank, wrap the triceps under. Find strength across the shoulders, strength through the core. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga or drop to the knees first. Come all the way to the mat. Point the toes, ground through the tops of the feet. Send the hands back. So imagine you're trying to pull the elbows towards each other, and we're going to open the heart, lift the chest up, hold. For 3, work through the upper back. For 2, 1, exhale, hands back to the mat, tuck toes under, press up if you can, and push back, downward facing dog. A few breaths in our downward dog. Find length through your spine, check on the banding. Look to the hands. Inhale, walk in or jumping feet to the hands. Extend your spine. Exhale, forward fold, head in. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, taking it all the way back down again. Back into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step the feet back. Find your high plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Coming into cobra, holding cobra. So baby cobra if you wish, or taking it a little bit higher if it feels okay in the back. Hold for 3, send the heart forward, pull the elbows back. For 2, 1, exhale, lowering down. Tuck toes under, press back, bump towards the heels, or press up and push back, downward facing dog. Hold in a few breaths. Again, check on those banders, draw the navel in, draw the pelvic floor up. Looking between hands, inhale, walk or jump feet to hands, extend spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, taking it all the way back down again. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, jump or step the feet back, find high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. This time if it feels good. And exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the right leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right knee in towards the chin squeeze. Inhale, send it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it in, squeeze round the back. Inhale, send it back, 3-legged. Exhale, bring it in, plant the foot this time between the hands. Find your lunge position. Inhale as you make your way up. Crescent lunge, reach those arms high, sink the hips low. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, bend into that right knee, lower the left knee. Inhale there. Exhale, press that left heel back, find that lunge. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, bend back into that right knee, bring the left knee low. Inhale. Exhale, send that left heel back, high lunge. Inhale, straighten right leg. Exhale, bend right knee, lower left knee. Inhale there. Exhale, find that high lunge. Inhale. And exhale, plant hands. Inhale, step the right foot back to meet the left, high plank. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or your upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise left leg. Exhale, draw knee towards the chin squeeze. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it in, squeeze. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, bring it in, plant the foot this time. Find that lunge. And inhale to come up into your presence. Again, reaching through the fingertips. Drive the hips low. Inhale, straighten leg. Exhale, bend back into that left knee, lower right knee. Inhale there. Exhale, find that lunge again. Straighten that back leg. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, bend left knee, lower right knee. Inhale there. Exhale, press back through that right leg. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, bend left knee, lower right knee. Inhale. Exhale, back into that lunge. Hold, inhale. Exhale, plant hands. Inhale, send left foot back to meet right. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, downward. Looking between hands. Inhale, walk or jump, feet to hands, feet together, extend spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Find opening through the body, reach. Exhale, make your way back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, jump or step feet back, high plank. Inhale there. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send that right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee towards the chin, squeeze. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow or right shoulder. Inhale, send it back. Coming in for the twist. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Planting the foot this time. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the chin, plant the foot, find that lunge position. Inhale, make your way up. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Sending more weight into that right foot. Take another inhale. Exhale, spiral down. Left elbow hooks outside of the right knee, finding a twist. Nice and strong through that left leg, through the left glute. Work into your twist. Draw the navel in. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Inhale, make your way up. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Drop right hand back leg and open up. Working through that left hip. Inhale, coming back through. Windmill the arms. Plant that back heel. Find your warrior two. A little bit of coordination. Breathe in. Inhale. Exhale, hands either side of the front foot. Inhale, right foot back to meet the left. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, downward. Left side. Left leg reaches high, three-legged doggy. Inhale, send it back, three-legged. Exhale, knee comes towards left elbow, left shoulder. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, twist in, knee comes under towards right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Then exhale, knee comes towards the chin, planting the foot this time. You find in that lunge position. Inhale as you come up. Crescent lunge. Find that breath. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Calm the mind. Find the focus. Inhale. Exhale, spiral. Right elbow hooks left knee. Find your twist. Work into the twist. With every exhale. One more breath here. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming up. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward. Drop the back hand to the leg. If you can, open up. No worries if you can't. You're just feeling that stretch through the right hip. Inhale. Exhale, release. Windmill the arms. Drop that back heel, find your warrior two. And breathe, relax. Inhale. Exhale, windmill hands either side of the front foot. Inhale, left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, downward. Let's walk the hands towards the feet. So feet hips width apart, still let's bend to the knees and find our chair. Sink the weight back into the heels. Arms forward. Find space in your body. Soften shoulders. If you're going well, coming on to the tiptoes. Finding that awkward pose. Hands can be facing down or towards each other. Doesn't really matter here. Just working into those legs. Inhale, stay on your toes. See if you can reach up. Exhale, come back into your chair or into your awkward. Inhale. Exhale, plant heels, come into a forward fold. Option to pedal your legs. Just resting. Option to move, option to take big toes. And let's walk the hands back towards the top of the mat. Find your downward dog. Look into the hands. Inhale, jump or step feet to hands. Extend spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to come all the way up. And exhale. Good. How are we doing? All good? I'm sweating here. Got the heating on as well. Raise the arms. Let's bring that right knee up. Take an inhale. As we exhale, let's start to lean forward, finding that warrior three. Now a little bit of a flow. Inhale to come up, arms move back, lift the leg, maybe straighten that leg if you can. Exhale, bend back into that right knee, reaching forward, find warrior three. Inhale, coming up. Straighten leg if you can. Exhale, bringing it back to your warrior. Inhale, moving up. Exhale, sending it back. Can we do two more? Inhale, moving up. Exhale. Again, just go where it feels good in your body. Doesn't matter if you're getting into the full posture. As long as you're trying, it's all good. Inhale, moving up. And exhale. Let's step that right foot back. Nice and easy. Find that lunge. Hands, hips, straighten left leg. Pivot on the feet. So we're turning out. So we're parallel now with the long side of the mat. Pull the heels in, turn those out. Start to sink through those hips. Finding your horse stance. Bring hands onto the legs, fingers facing inside. It's a little bit of pressure to those legs just to work into the hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop that right shoulder and look over the left shoulder or towards that left elbow. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale. Inhale, back through center. Exhale. Inhale, back through center. Let's reach the arms high. Sink the hips low. Inhale. And exhale, turn back towards the top of the mat, plant the hands, step the left foot back, find your high plank. Inhale, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Inhale, walk or jump feet to hands, extend spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way to standing. And exhale. Good. Left side. Almost there. Almost to the yummy yin bit. Inhale, raise the arms. Shift the weight into the right foot. See if you can lift that left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Start to tip forward, finding that warrior three. I'm going to hold it here just for a couple of breaths. Good. And as you inhale now, arms come down, leg comes high. See if you can extend that leg. And exhale, make your way back into your warrior three. Good for 5. Keep going. Take extra breaths if you need them. For 4. For 3. For 2, doesn't matter if you fall out. Just get back in, have another go. For 1. Inhale, just lift that knee high. And exhale, start to make your way back into that warrior three. Again, we're planting that left foot. Find your crescent lunge. Drop hands, hips, straighten right leg. Turn now to the left side of your mat. Toes out, heels in. Bend into those knees and find that horse stance again. Maybe let's rock from side to side. Ooh, I'm falling over. Oh dear. Find space in your body. And feel the work through the legs, through the hips. Through the legs, through the hips. Inhale. And exhale. Let's turn back towards the top of the mat. Plant the hands. Step that right foot back to meet the left. And lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, downward. Inhale, move forward. Find high plank. We have an option to drop that right knee to the mat here if you wish. We're going to try to keep the hips as square as we can to the top of the mat. We're going to bring the left hand onto the shoulder, onto the head, and we're just going to work through the right shoulder here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to open the body up, keep those hips square, and then exhale to lower, bringing the chest back in line with the mat. Inhale to open up, and just working through that shoulder. Exhale, bringing it down. One more, inhale. Exhale, bringing left hand back to the mat. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. If that was too much on that side, maybe try dropping the knee on this side. So it would be the left knee that drops for this side. Again, trying to keep those hips square. Get nice and grounded through that left hand. Check that shoulder is over the wrist. Lift that right hand up to the head, to the shoulder, wherever. Right hip stays down. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Inhale, open. Move around that shoulder. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hand comes back down. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or upward. Exhale, downward. Inhale. Exhale, drop knees to the mat. Come onto our knees. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are as sweaty as me right now. Definitely going to need a shower after this. Right, so hands onto the lower back. Almost there, almost finished with the strength stuff. Almost coming into our nice stretches. Hands onto the lower back. So our camel or camel variation. If camel isn't in your practice, just stay here. Just work those hips forward. Feel a nice stretch through the front of the hips, into the quadriceps. Keep heels of the hands on the lower back and start to open into the chest. Keep chin to the chest if it doesn't feel good for the neck. And we'll hold for 5. As always, if you can, you're moving a little bit lower, maybe taking those heels. 4, for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. Let's cross the legs over. We'll sit back over the feet. Feet together, shoulders back. Lifting up into your Navasana. Whatever Navasana you want to go for. Maybe it's just the feet. Let's hold 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. And then plant the feet, hips width apart. Take the hands behind the back, fingers towards the body. Inhale, let's lift up into our reverse table. Work through those shoulders, work through those hips. For 1, maybe you want to rock forwards and backwards here. Maybe that feels good for the shoulders. For 2, maybe you're just focusing on keeping that bum lifted. That's all good. For 3, 2 more breaths. 4, and 5. Exhale, lowering down. Let's swing those legs around. Come onto the knees. Take your blocks. Last bit of effort. And then we're going to go for our stretch. Lalasana. So we tried it, I think. Which class did we do it in? Lalasana. Well, anyway, good for core strength, good for arm strength. Very challenging posture. We're using blocks because it's good to have something. If you can't lift up, it's good to have something to press into so you get a little bit of lift and we start to use that core strength. Bring your locks in line with your knees. And if we're going to try 3 times to do this, if you don't get any lift at all, then you can always move your blocks a little bit higher. So, hands onto the blocks. Just make sure you're not wrapping the fingers too much around the blocks. Keep the hands on top of the blocks. And we're going to lean forward. So shoulders move forward here. Nice little bend in the elbows to prepare. And we're just going to lift or press hands into the mat and just lift the knees into the body. Let's keep the feet down to begin. For 3, just try to find that core strength. For 2, so like at the start of the class, pulling those thighs in. 1, and exhale, lowering back down. Give the wrists a shake. And we're going to have another go again. If you know, lift off, move your blocks to a higher position. So again, hands onto the blocks. Let's lean forward. So think of shoulders going forward, bum coming back and up. Leaning forward, press hands in, activate through the shoulders, shoulders forward, bum back and up, or hold. For 3, maybe lift left foot up. For 2, lower down, lift right foot up. For 1, lower down and release. Give wrists a shake. Last go. Last bit of effort. All you've got now. Think of rounding, pulling those thighs into the stomach. Use that core strength and pressing as strongly as you can with those hands. Again, if there's no lift off, it doesn't matter. We're just going to try. Hands to your blocks. Lean forward. Find those bandages. Draw the navel in. Again, shoulders forward, bum, back and up. Straighten the arms, lift and hold. For 3, we're getting lift up. For 2, And one, exhale, release. Set your blocks away. Good stuff. Let's go for a stretch. So let's set the knees back. Let's just bring the right foot forward. Going into our lazy lunge. And let's just relax here. Just working through the front of that left hip. And breathe. Soften shoulders. Soften face. Hard work's over. Remember, wherever you got to, all is good. Don't become attached to the physical practice. Just do what you can. We'll hold another minute or so here. If it's too much, don't press as deep. So again, just finding that nice stretch. So the Yang Yin practice is a really nice practice. You really warm the body up in the first half. And that means we can have some really tasty stretches in the second half. You're getting nice and deep into those warm muscles without there being any risk that any part of our body is still cold. And hopefully you guys at home aren't feeling cold right now. Hopefully you're just as sweaty as me right now. Ridiculously sweaty. Could barely breathe. I don't know how I spoke through the entire thing. Sheer willpower, I think. Here we go. Let's release. Bring hands to the mat. We're just going to switch the legs over, nice and easy. So right knee comes back, left hip moves forward. Unless you wanted to take a vinyasa, I'm not going to stop you. Just let go of any tension. Remember, we store emotions in our body, in our tension. So sometimes you might feel sad when stretching. Sometimes some stretches might make you laugh. My partner Ben, whenever he gets on my yoga wheel and stretches his back, comes into a back bend, he always gets hysterical, as in can't stop laughing. He's still not worked that out, but maybe there's some emotion trapped in some areas, and it just goes as soon as he gets on that yoga wheel. It's quite amusing. I'll stay here another 20 seconds or so. And if it starts to feel like it's releasing, maybe you want to apply a little bit more pressure. Maybe not. Maybe just allowing yourself to be. And releasing, hands to the mat. Let's bring that left knee back. We have some options. If you have blocks, take your blocks a moment. Just want to stretch out the shoulders. If your shoulders are already pretty tight, you can come into child's pose and just bring hands onto the mat. Option one. If you want a little bit more, maybe you come onto the fingertips. If you want a little bit more, maybe you want to come into puppy pose. If you're following my social media, I did posted a picture and a tutorial about puppy pose. So the hips stack over the knees, the knees, hips width apart, and just start to walk the hands forward. And we're going to yin it out. So I said in my pose, engage. But today, we're just going to bring forehead to the mat and just relax. If you want a little bit more, feel free to use blocks. And that will give you a deeper stretch into the upper back. And into those shoulders, into the upper arms. Just try to relax. Check the face is still soft. We're going to be here for another minute or so. So just make sure you're comfortable. If it's too intense, just come to the previous variation, previous option. And my arms are shaking right now. Because I try to keep a little tuck to the tailbone in this posture. Try not to let it all go. Just keep a little tension through the core. Another 30 seconds here. Keep the breath going. And 10 more seconds. And slowly release from your blocks. Move them off to the side of the mat. It can be quite intense. Maybe it was as intense for you as it was for me. Let's bring the right knee forward. Let's find a delicious stretch, a pigeon or a swan pose variation. Lower that left knee down, heel by the groin, or again, as always, you're sending that knee out a little bit more towards the outside of the mat. Flexing that right ankle to provide support for the knee and making your way down. Use blocks or bolsters under that right hip as much as you need to. And come onto the elbows and take a rest. Soften the shoulders. Maybe walk the elbows forward a little bit more. I find that gets a little bit deeper into the posture, into the hip. And just breathe into your area of tension. Can you really allow that right hip to sink back? Can you disengage? I don't think there's a restorative or a yin class that can exist without this posture, in my opinion. One of my favorites. If you have really tight hips, then it's possibly one of the best postures I would prescribe for opening into your external rotators. But again, always be mindful of the knees. Take swan pose if you need to, if it's too much in pigeon. And let's lift the gaze. Let's come back onto the hands. I know we could have stayed there all evening, but we're going to switch to the other side. Left knee forward. Okay, finding your swan. If that's enough for you on this side, or again, moving more into that pigeon position. And again, when you're comfortable, just drop onto your elbows. Walk those elbows forward. You can also use blocks as well if you're not so open. Again, under the hip, but also bringing them under the elbows, under the forehead. Use what you need to use. Whatever you've got around you in your home. And relax, relax, relax. Just check on that jaw again. Think soft, soft, soft. Sink through that left hip. Can you let go? Stay here another half a minute to a minute. Take a big inhale and a big sigh. Let it all out. Staying here just a few more breaths now. And let's come back onto the hands. Send that left foot back. Let's make our way down onto our fronts. Stretch out the chest. And stretch out the biceps. So on our front, start with the left side. I'll show you that easy. So left hand reaches out just in line with the shoulder. This is going to be the less intense of the stretch. If you want a little bit more, you can always bend your elbow 90 degrees. The aim of this posture is you're going to try to keep pressing that left shoulder towards the mat. You can bend the right knee. Bring the right hand onto the mat by the right elbow, and then just start to open up. And for me, I don't need to go very far in this posture to feel that stretch through the chest, through the shoulder. For me, I don't even need to bring that foot over. This is enough. Again, if you can't feel it, just keep moving to the point that you can. Like I said, the elbow bend is the more intense of the two. Don't take it too far. You don't want to pull anything in the chest. And breathe, relax. Such a good posture as well if you suffer from round shoulderedness. Round shoulderedness. I don't know if that's a word. If you're round shouldered, there we go. You're round shouldered. This is a great posture. A lot of the time when you're round shouldered, it's because the the biceps or the front of the body's become tight. Maybe you do a lot of work on the computer, you're at desk a lot. So this posture can really help to release the chest, the front of the body, and then by working on strengthening the mid upper back, that'll start to pull the shoulders back, pull the scapula back. It'll just help bring you into better alignment. It's something that you'll need to continue working on, especially if you work at a desk a lot. So let's slowly release back onto our fronts. And we'll do the same on the other side. So either straightening that arm out or bending the elbow 90 degrees. And again, you're going to send that right shoulder towards the mat. Maybe you're bending that left knee. Maybe you're rolling right over onto your side. Some people can make it onto their back. Insane, I know. But this is about good for me. Maybe one day I'll make it onto my back. Not today. Nowhere in the near future. Again, it's just accepting where we are. My little shoulders too tight. And just relax and breathe. And if that tension starts to ease, maybe you want to try and roll a little bit deeper. Again, don't take it too far. Better to err on the side of safety, caution. You don't want to pull anything. Believe me. A year and a half after my shoulder injury, still not right. First rule of yoga is ahimsa, kindness. Kindness to yourself, acceptance with where you are. Finding effort, and finding relaxation as well. A few more breaths here. And slowly releasing back onto your front. Let's come back up onto our knees. Do a quick frog stretch. So you might want to turn sideways on your mat for this one. Let's walking the knees out. As you walk the knees out, the feet start to walk out. We want to turn the feet out so that the insides of your feet are on the mat. And then we want the heels in line with the knees. So we're looking for kind of zigzagging from the ankle joint through the knee joint, through the hip joint, all the way up the leg. And you're going to take it out to where feels good for you. I'm just going to start to rock forwards and backwards. If it doesn't feel good, people don't like this because it's not great on the knees. So if you are on a hard floor, maybe you want to put a towel or blanket underneath your knees here. Maybe as that tension starts to release, you can walk those knees a little bit more, a little bit wider. I'll stay about another 30 seconds here. Maybe you want to hold, maybe you want to find stillness on a point where you feel the most tension in this posture, or maybe you want to keep that rock going. Taking 5 more breaths. And slowly bringing those knees back together. Maybe you've got the pelvis all the way onto the mat. And if you're really open in your adductors. And let's just roll onto our backs. Just quick stretch or quick twist. Take the arms out to a T. Lift the knees up. And slowly lowering those legs over to the left. And dropping the head to the right. Close the eyes. Move head back through center. Inhale to bring your legs back through center. And exhale to lower them over to the other side. And drop the head over to the left now. And inhale, head comes back in, legs come back in. Exhale, let's bring feet to the mat. Take the heels wide. Grab your blanket or your jumper if they're close by. And let's take a very well earned Shavasana. And just again allowing your body to melt. Noticing any sensations through the body. Create space between your back teeth. And can you find a little bit more softness in the forehead? Can you really let go? always your option to stay in your Shavasana as long as you need to now. Otherwise, we're going to take a nice inhale. Exhale the breath completely, connect the navel to the spine. Inhale the breath into your heart space. Exhale the breath into the fingertips and the toes. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes, bring movement back to the body. Rotate the wrists, the ankles. Move your limbs. Bring feet and legs together. Take arms overhead for a deep stretch. And your knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And let's show gratitude. For our health, for our well-being. Let's make a promise to ourselves to make good choices for our futures, to stay in the present moment as much as we can, to not allow the stresses of life to take us away from the peace that exists in all of us if we allow ourselves that presence. Let's rock to our right hand side. And join me again in a comfortable seated cross-legged position. Bringing our hands into Anjali Mudra at our heart center. Just reconnecting to the breath. Just reconnecting to the breath. And we'll finish with the sacred sound Om. And we'll put in a mantra. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Om. Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Om. Raising our hands to our heads for kindness in our thoughts, to ourselves and others, to our hearts for kindness in our actions, and to our lips for kindness in our words. From my heart to your heart always. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this evening, for practicing with me, for being present with me. And as always, I'm so grateful that you join me in my videos and that you find some peace from my teachings. And yes, I've done a headstand video today. So if headstand, I know Sally's watching, pretty sure Sally's watching. If headstand is something that you're working on and you want to, or something that you've been practicing yoga for a while, is something you've started to work towards, then the headstand video goes through some of the progressions towards your headstand. If you're finding your headstand, then maybe if you're already in your headstand, then maybe watch the video because there's little tips, little pointers that you can work on within your headstand to start really engaging the different areas and finding a straight line. And I also cover half headstand as well. So if you would like to do half headstand and you don't know about the technique, then of course watch the video. As always, if you liked this video, please like. It helps with my YouTube YouTube algorithm. So please like the video. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Please share the video with others who you think might enjoy this video or any of the other videos that I've done. We are now on day 34. So I've now got over 34 videos, all different kinds of classes for you to explore. As always, I'm not working. I can't work. My job is leisure. So if you are financially stable to donate, then please donate. The PayPal link I will leave in the description at the end of the video, but it's in any of my other videos. If you go to the description, you'll find the link. But of course, only if you're financially able to do so. Otherwise, please just enjoy these classes. I will continue to do them. I heard through the grapevine that this isn't going to go on until August. Is that right? I mean, I can't cope. I can't cope with this is going to go until August. I mean, it is what it is, and we learn to just accept. But wow. Somebody else said no, October. Is that really October? I don't know. I've just had an email from Boomtown Festival that I like to go to, and they've told me that it's been cancelled, and that's mid-August. I thought that was definitely safe, but on advice, they decided to cancel. So who knows what's around the corner? And I think these times are just teaching us so much about life. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know when everything will go back to normal. So we just have to stay present and yeah, try to appreciate the time as it is. I can see some messages. Of course, I'm watching. Knew you were, Sally. Knew you were. Oh, you've already seen the handstand video. Good, nice, on it. And wonderful, Andrew. Oh, lovely. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I do like this yang yin kind of practice. I think it's really nice. I try to do it anyway in my classes. I wind things down for like the last 15 minutes. But it's nice to have that, the two sides. So anyway, I will shut up. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you. Where are we? I'm losing track of the days. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock again for more live yoga classes. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Love to you all. Take care.